Title: The Roots of Destiny. A Morning's Resolve. Jonathan woke up one sunny morning in the small village of Aquaboa, stretching his limbs as the sunlight filtered through his modest window. "Good morning, Father," he greeted his father, who was already tending to a fire in the hearth. His father, a hard-working farmer, paused to look up, wiping his hands on his cloth. "Good morning, son. Where are you off to this morning? I need you at the farm with me," he replied, concern etched in his face. Jonathan hesitated, his gaze drifting to the village road that led toward the city. "Not today, Father. I need to travel for an interview. I promise you I will have a better job. A job that will take care of you and Mom so you can stop selling those roots you call medicine." His father chuckled softly, yet there was a hint of sadness in his eyes. "Those roots pay for your school fees and your sister's too, you know? When I was your age, we did what we could to survive. Choices and connections. Father, I don't want that life. I want more than this. You know how embarrassing it is," Jonathan insisted, his voice stronger now. "And don't even mention our chief and his misfortune," he added, a knowing smile forming. The old man laughed. "Oh yes, it's not my fault he got caught with his brother's wife. Jonathan, one day, I need to teach you the layout of the land and how the roots work. It truly is an art. Next week, Father, please. I need your blessings first," Jonathan pleaded. A wave of determination surged through him as he finally left for his interview, thoughts racing about his future. The email notification accompanying his excitement set the tone for the day. Arriving at the reception, he unexpectedly ran into an old friend named Sam. They exchanged pleasantries, and Jonathan confided, "I hope to get this job. My father believes farming is our destiny, but I have different dreams. New beginnings." Sam nodded, enthusiasm twinkling in his eyes. "Me too. But I'm connected in oil and gas if you'd like. If this doesn't work out, we could look into a partnership." They waited anxiously until Sam received the call. He got the job. Jonathan was elated for his friend and congratulated him heartily. "If you're still interested in the oil and gas venture, just remember I'm here," Sam suggested, a broad smile on his face. Jonathan felt hopeful, and as luck would have it, shortly thereafter, he too secured a position within the same industry. The two friends celebrated at a local pub, the air filling with laughter and aspirations. Sam introduced Jonathan to a vibrant circle of friends, and it was during one of those outings that Jonathan met Esther, the woman who would change his world forever. Falling for her was effortless, and before long, they were inseparable. A love story. Their relationship blossomed swiftly. Months later, when Esther announced her pregnancy, Jonathan's heart swelled with joy. They moved to a larger home, and life seemed perfect. Christmas Eve brought the couple back to the village, excitement brewing over the prospect of introducing Esther to Jonathan's parents. However, a shadow loomed over their festivities as his parents expressed their doubts. "Are you sure about her, Jonathan?" his father asked hesitantly. "Love conquers all, Father," he assured them, buoyed by hope. As the sun rose on their son's naming ceremony, the atmosphere was jubilant. Jonathan couldn't believe how blessed he was. He went to the kitchen to fetch a drink for his father, but froze as he overheard raised voices. Pushing the door open, he found Esther embroiled in a heated argument with none other than Sam. "I'm telling your player friend to leave my sister alone," she shouted vehemently. The truth unveiled. Jonathan felt the ground beneath him shake. Shock coursed through his veins as he realized the implications of what he'd just heard. He had always trusted Sam, his childhood friend, but now doubt flooded his mind. "What is going on here?" Jonathan demanded, anger bubbling to the surface. He couldn't fathom that his best friend could betray him in such a deeply personal way. Esther, sensing Jonathan's presence, turned to him, eyes wide with fright. Sam stammered, "It's not what you think, man." But Jonathan's heart was heavy with betrayal. He turned to his father, seeking wisdom as the world around him was pressed into chaos. "I need your advice," he murmured, feeling lost in a betrayal that only months ago seemed unimaginable. A battle of values days passed as Jonathan tried to navigate his feelings of anger and disbelief. With his son's laughter echoing in the background, he attempted to focus on the joy of fatherhood, but found himself wrestling with the memories of Sam and Esther, two people he had trusted implicitly. They both were pillars of his present life, yet they now seemed to stand on shaky grounds.
Fighting with his trust issues, he finally confronted Sam. "You've crossed a line that's unforgivable," Jonathan said sternly, feeling the weight of betrayal on his shoulders. Sam's face fell, guilt creeping into his expression. "I made mistakes, Jonathan. It was never meant to go this far," he confessed. But with those words, Jonathan knew that nothing could erase the pain of lost trust. Forging new paths. Time moved on, and despite the betrayals, Jonathan found strength in his family. His son, now 3 years old, became his guiding light, reminding him that trust could be rebuilt one small step at a time. The rural backdrop of his childhood continued to beckon as he discovered the importance of family, not just in blood, but in loyalty. Though his relationship with Esther was strained, they shared a common goal, raising their son in love. Jonathan decided that perhaps he needed to return to his roots, embracing the knowledge of the land that his father had tried to impart. "I will learn the ways of the farm, but I will also carve out my destiny," he resolved quietly to himself. The healing journey. Days turned into weeks, and Jonathan sought counsel from his father. Together, they began to plant new seeds on the farm, applying fresh techniques Jonathan had learned from his new job. Each root he planted symbolized healing, a step toward forgiveness and understanding. As time allowed for the wounds to heal, Jonathan learned the art of farming not just as a means of livelihood, but a way to bond with his father. While the shadows of betrayal still lingered, Jonathan found himself embracing gratitude for the life he created, fueled by a desire to offer a better future to his family. In old traditions and modern aspirations, he bridged the gaps between the past and the future, slowly discovering that the roots of his identity were strong enough to support him through any storm. The roots of destiny. In the heart of Aquaboa, Jonathan became a symbol of resilience and determination. The bonds of friendship could be rekindled, but trust would remain fragile. As he faced the challenges that came with his roles, being a husband, father, and farmer, Jonathan realized the true essence of life lay in its imperfections. He learned that love and betrayal dance in a delicate waltz, and it was his responsibility to choose who to trust and how to rise from the ashes of heartbreak. His father observed the transformation, pride swelling in his chest. Every root you plant has the power to grow, just as every decision you make shapes your destiny. Jonathan smiled, the vegetable crops swaying lazily in the wind, the ground beneath him rich with history and possibility. Together, they were not just growing roots. They were nurturing a legacy based on love, learning, and forgiveness, becoming a guiding light for the generations to come. The narrative has been designed to reflect a traditional African storytelling style, while exploring themes of love, betrayal, resilience, and familial bonds, culminating in a rich character and emotional journey.